Good day, folks. Welcome to Bright Mind Academy, where we bring brilliance to every lesson. In today's video, we're gonna go through May-June 2022 question paper. This was written by those who were upgrading in that particular year. So let's just dive into it. 1.1 solve for x. Now x squared plus 2x minus 15. How do we go about this one? I know it's gonna be x minus 5, actually plus 5, x minus 3. It is equal to 0. Right? Therefore, x it is equal to -5, or x it is equal to 3 for 3 marks. Factorizing for 3 marks, factorizing both values. All right. This one was fairly easy. 5x squared minus x minus 9. This one needs you to use a calculator, right? So you're going to say x it is equal to, I won't write your formula. Remember, your formula is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a, right? So I'm going to just substitute. This is a, this is b, this is c. So I'm going to say negative, what is b? Negative 1 plus or minus b squared minus 4, what is a? 5. C, what is C? Negative 9. Then I divide by 2a. What is a? It is 5. Then your answer there, please punch your calculator and get the answers there. I think I had the answers. Nope. Let's see. Negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2. So the first answer that we get is 1,45, or remember 2 decimal. 1 decimal you get penalized, 0. X it is equal to negative, let's see, negative what? Negative 1,24, 1,25 rather. So this is your answer. All right. Then 1.1.3, 1.1.3, it is our inequality part. So inequality, just treat it as equal sign for now. But all right, let's do this. Apply zero factor, right? It is equal to 0. All right. Then take out the highest common factor here. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Then finding your critical values. What are your critical values? Your critical values are, remember, if this was equal sign, you're going to say x it is equal to 0, right? Or this x is equal to 0, or x it is equal to 3. If this was equal sign, we are going to do this, right? So just take these values here. These values are your critical values, 0 and 3. Where are you going to use them? You're going to use them here. Just draw your number line and now say go back to your equation. Your equation, it is actually this one. It is x squared minus 3x. You all agree with me that this is your parabola, right? Remember your parabola, if the value of a is greater than 0, it is a happy face, right? If your value of a is less than 0, it is sad, right? So in this case, our value of a, it is positive. We can see from this value. So it means it's going to be a what? Happy face, like this, right? No need for neatness. Now, then we just write our critical values here, 0 and 3. 0 and 0 and 3. Now, then we check our inequality. It says where we want where it is less, right? Less. So where is less in our graph? Less, it is below. Less, it is this portion. So therefore, when you write off your answer, you're going to say, therefore, x is an element of between what? 0 and 3. 0 and 3. But the question is, do we use this bracket or this one? So we're going to use this one. Why? Because now it has an equal sign here. All right. So you're going to say x is an element of 0 and 3. Or someone preferring a interval notation can say x is an element, or x is between 0 and 3. You should use the inequality sign that you are given there. All right. Yes. So that's 1.1.3. Let's move on to 1.2. It says given a plus 64 divided by a, it is equal to 16. Now, remember, I do not like working with decimals. Actually, why do I like saying decimals? Fractions. So I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna multiply everything by whatever that has denominator. Our denominator is a, right? So I'm gonna multiply off by a. So if I multiply off by a, I have what? A squared plus this a cancel this a. You all agree with me? So I'm left with only 64. It is equal to 16a. Right? Then I apply zero factor a squared minus 16a plus 64. Then factors of 64 in such a way when I add them, they give me 16 is going to be 8 and 8, right? But remember, this is 8 divided by 8 squared, or 8 divided by 8 minus 8 divided by 8, which is equal to 0. Therefore, the value of 8 is equal to, it is equal to 8. This is how you're supposed to solve for A. Now the question says, now let's just write this down here and say, all right, A, it is equal to 8. Now the question says, hence solve for this one. So normally when the examiner says hence, it means whatever that you calculated in 1.2.1, you're gonna use it here. How? Let's see how we're gonna use that. So let's write this in the normal form. We're gonna apply laws of exponents here. So it's gonna be plus 2 to the power of 6 multiplied by 2 to the power of negative x. Which law am I applying? This law. M plus n, it is equal to a to the power of m multiplied by a to the power of n. All right, or if I have this one, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n, the base are the same. I'm just subtracting. All right, yes. So allow me to take this 16 to the other side. It is all right. Let's leave it like this. All right. Then you all agree with me. A to the power of negative 1 is the same as 1 divided by a, or a to the power of negative 3. It is the same as a divided by a to the power of 3. So I'm going to apply that here. I'm going to say, all right, this is the same as saying 2 to the power of x plus 2 to the power of 6, I think it's 64. I don't think it's 64, it is 64. Multiply by 1 divided by 2 to the power of x. You all agree with me? It is equal to 16. But you all agree that when I multiply out this part, it's going to be 64 multiplied by this is the same as saying this whole part. It is 64 divided by 2 to the power of 2 to the power of x, right? Yes. But see something, this part here that we just found here, isn't it the same as this expression here, this equation rather here? It is the same, just that the difference, instead of a, it is now what? 2 to the power of x. So if that's the case, you all agree that the final answer for this question is going to be 2 to the power of x, it is equal to 8. Instead of a to the power, it is instead of a, it is equal to 8. It is going to be 2 to the power of x, it is equal to 8. Then now you have to solve. Hence, the examiner said hence. Hence, it means whatever this part, you have to use it. If you have to see the pattern, but you can multiply by 2 to the power of x and start over. But the examiner said hence for you to realize that there is something there. All right. When I continue there, I'm gonna say, is there anything that I can do to aid to make it have a base of 2? Yes, remember 2 to the power of 3. If you do not know, you can say 8 on your calculator, 8 equal sign, I think, fact. Oh no, wait. 8 equal sign shift fact. Yes. Fact, yeah, it is dot, comma, comma, comma. You'll see there. Therefore, the value of x, it is equal to how much? It is equal to 3. This is how we're supposed to get the value of x. 1.3 says, without using a calculator, calculate the value of this much. All right? Calculate the value of this much without using calculator. Even if you were to try use a calculator, it will just backfire. So it's going to be square root of whatever that we have here. Then I want you to see something. I have 2 to the power of 1002 plus 2 to the power of 1006. I have to take out the highest common factor. If I have a to the power of 3 plus a to the power of 6, the highest common factor is the one with the least, with the lowest what? exponent. So it is a to the power of 3 and a to the power of 3 as highest common factor 1 plus. Remember this divided by this, it is 1 plus. Then this divided by that, you're going to apply laws of exponent. Divide by a to the power of 3. I know it's going to be a 6 minus 3, which is a cubed. A cubed like this. So we have to apply that also here. Say take out with the lowest what exponent, it is this one, right? So I'm going to take that as highest common factor 2 to the power of 1002. Then I'm having what? This is going to be 1 plus 2 to the power of 1006 minus 1002 is going to be 4. All right. Then here, allow me to rewrite this as 2 to the power of 998 multiply by 17. All right. As I continue with my square root there, it's going to be something like this. Let me redo. So it's going to be a, sorry. Now I want you to see something. If I take out this, if I say this divide by this, since well they have the same base, I can divide them, right? But remember, dividing, laws of dividing says what? It's going to be 2 to the power of m minus n. So you're going to apply there. It's going to be 2 to the power of 1200 minus 998. So it gives me what? 2 to the power of 4. So since well it has a positive exponent, it is going to come here at the top. It's going to be 2 to the power of 4, right? Multiply by 1 plus, this is 16. This is 16. Okay? This is 16. Then I know this one instead is going to be, oh, yes, this one is off, but this one instead of being off is going to be 4 here, right? Then 1 plus 16, it is how much? Let me remove this maybe. 1 plus 2 to the power of 4, which is 16. It is how much? It is 17. Then divide by 17 because this one it is off. Okay. Then remember still working under square root. Then it gives me what when I evaluate this further. You all agree with me that 17 will cancel out 17, right? So I'm gonna be left with what? I'm gonna be left with only square root of 2 to the power of 4. But remember, what does law of radical say to us? If I'm having m here and a, it says if I want to simplify this, it's going to be a to the power of 1 divided by whatever that inside the root here. All right? So meaning if I'm having cube root of 8, it's going to be 8 to the power of 1 divided by 3. But I know what is 8. 8, it is 2 to the power of 3. Then this cancels this off. So the answer it is 2. So let's apply that there. It's going to be what? It's going to be 2 to the power of 4 all to the power of half. Then I know a to the power of m multiplied by n is going to be a to the power of mn, right? So I'm going to apply that here. 2 to the power of 4 multiplied by half, it is 2, and 2 squared, it is what? It is 4. This is us evaluating. All right? This is us evaluating. Then we are done. The answer it is 4 there. The answer is 4. So the last question, it is simultaneous equation. So simultaneous equation, I like saying, all right, let me say I have 2x minus y it is equal to 2. Let me make this equation 1 and what? I have 1 divided by x minus 3y it is equal to what? Equal to 1. All right? The first thing that, equation 2. What I might do is change this one so that it is in terms of y, right? So I'm going to say it is, when I take this y to the other side, it's going to be positive y. It is equal to, this 2x is still positive in here. Then I take this 2 to the other side, it is minus 2. All right? Then let's call this equation 3. Now, can I change this? Can you please allow me to multiply everything here by x here? Multiply everything by x. Why? I'm trying to remove this x as a denominator here. So when I do so, it's going to be x multiply by this one, it will just remove the denominator, minus negative 3 multiplied by x, it is negative 3xy. It is equal to 1 multiplied by x, it is x, right? Then I can just leave it as like this for now, and say this is equation 4, and say now sub equation 3 into equation 4. All right. What happens when I sub? When I sub this to that, is going to be 1 minus 3x, but I know y it is equal to what? To 2x minus 2, which it is equal to x. All right. So this is going to be 1 minus 3x multiplied by 2x, it is 6x squared. Negative by negative, it is positive. 3x multiplied by 2, it is 6x. Allow me to take this x to the other side, equal to 0, right? Then I want everything to have a positive exponent. So since, well, this one, it is negative 6x squared, I'm going to take everything to the other side. If I take everything to the other side, it's going to be 6x squared positive, or rather, let me do this, it's fine. I'll say it is negative 6x squared. This minus this is going to be plus 5x plus 1, it is equal to 0. Then what I do, I divide by negative 1. So if I divide by negative 1, I get this. All right. Then I don't know how you solve this or how they taught you to solve this, but this is what I use. I say the middle term, it is negative 5. Then the product of this 6 multiplied by negative 1, it is negative 6. Therefore, I want factors of 6 in such a way when I subtract them, they give me 5. It is what? 6 and 1. But remember, the bigger number should take the sign of a middle term. Which one is the bigger number? This one. This one is positive. This one is negative. Okay? Then am I done? No. What do? I divide by the coefficient of x squared. Coefficient of x squared, it is 6. How? Then I just put x here at the bottom on both. Can I simplify this? No. It means this is what I'm going to use. But can I simplify this? Yes, I can simplify this into what? Into 1 divided by x, because this is 1 and that is 1. All right? This is what I'm going to use. How am I going to use that? I'm going to say, all right, this is x plus 1, it is positive. But here it is what? 6x minus 1, it is equal to 0. Then when I solve this, I get that my x it is x it is equal to negative 1, or x it is equal to negative 1 divided by 6. Then how do I get the value of y? Remember, I still have the equation that says y it is equal to 2x minus 2 from equation 3, right? So I'm going to sub my x values here. All right? So the first one, when I sub them, it's going to be a y it is equal to 0 when I sub negative 1 here. Then when I sub a negative 1 divided by 6, my answer is gonna be y it is equal to negative 7 divided by 2, if I'm correct. So if there is a mistake, please do substitute these x values here, all right, so that you can get the corresponding y value.